You want to go with the class?
Good afternoon, everybody. Can we start? No response. Shall I start? Somebody are drawing lines. Okay, so I hope you are all started writing the Epix project report. With today class, I would like to show you one simple project example related to artificial neural network. Using artificial neural network, how can we do a simple project, very simple project, so that it will be useful in writing your Epix project report also, right? First of all, I will show you the execution very quickly and explain each and every term. In almost, this is the Jupyter notebook. I think almost all having some familiarity with that. This Jupyter notebook, first I'm considering a project related to a medical domain. Please write down. First, for every project, first we need to understand what is the domain of your project. Present domain of the project is medical domain. And then second thing is what are the software help you are taking. Here we are using the Python software. That too Jupyter notebook. Like almost all projects, first the packages are need to be installed. Here installed a NumPy, Keras, NumPy and Keras. After that, this will be very useful to write your Epix report. Then next step, I have loaded the data set and I am printing the size of the data set also. Here print data set dot shape, that means 768 and 9. That means you have 768 rows in our data set. 768 rows, 768 rows are there, and attributes are 9. And I am taking the data set name is Paima Indians diabetes.csv, which is available in Kaggle. So if you are writing, don't draw the lines. Some people are drawing the lines. To start any project, first we need to understand what is the input data set required. Here the input data set is name of the data set is Paima Indians and diabetes data set, which is taken from Kaggle. Those information also you need to mention in your reports. Here these are the different attributes we have for that. That is glucose, blood pressure, pregnancies, skin thickness, insulin. All these are the information related to your data set. Nothing but a data set description. Please don't talk all of. Please
వాయిస్
mute.
నాదా
మా ఎవరు మాట్లాడద్దు. Please mute the things. And you have 9 attributes. Among them, 8 will be useful for training, and 1 will be for one is the output, that is the 0 or 1 last column. That is whether the patient is having diabetes or not. If it is having diabetes, if he is having diabetes, it represents 1. Otherwise, it is 0. Last column. This is the description of the data set. Next, I am print here. I have printed all the data set elements. That is 768 rows and 9 columns. See, observe in the last column you have 1 0 1 0 1 0 like that. 1 means having the diabetes, yes. 0 means does not having the diabetes. Previous all other things will be useful for to train the things. You know, whether he is having, he is taking glucose, whether what is the skin status, like this. All these represents a data set. Now come to here. This is split this 38 line number 38, come to line number 38. Split the data set into training and testing. Here I randomly splitted the data set X into a training part, Y into a test part. Here you can use a train underscore test underscore split also. That is already I discussed with you in the previous examples. Now this one, you please focus on 8th one here. 8th one. 8th represents the artificial neural network model. The name of the model is sequential. Here dense represents, it is the name of the layer, dense layer. Here we are considering 3 dense layers. First dense layer takes the input, first dense layer, second dense layer, and third dense layer. Here activation function, we can use any activation functions, but we are using ReLU and sigmoid. Sigmoid I explained in you in the class. 1 by 1 plus e power minus x is the sigmoid activation function, and ReLU represents maximum of 0 comma 1. Here I will show you. Yeah. This is ReLU and sigmoid. So these 3 lines, these 4 lines represents a complete ANN model. If we want more layers, we can add more dense layers. So in each layer, what is the activation function you want to use? That is nothing but activation is equal to. If you want ReLU, you can use ReLU. If you want to use a sigmoid, you can use a sigmoid. And the model name is sequential. After that, we need to compile the model here. See, compiling the model. I have compiled the model. In compiling the model, you can use 3 functions. One is a loss function. Next one is optimizer. Last one is matrix. Matrix means accuracy we are considering. That means how much the percentage accurate our model. That is right. Optimizer means Adam optimizer. There are different optimizers. Like yesterday we have discussed genetic algorithm. That is also one optimizer. If that is included in the Python module, you can use in the place of Adam GA, you can use genetic algorithm. Likewise, what is the optimizer? If you want use, you have to select that optimizer, right? And one more time, I am insisting you that these 4 lines, 1 2 3 4 lines represents the Keras model, ANN model. And this is I have compiled. After that, just I want to see the summary. What is the name of our model dot summary? The function name is model dot summary. Then you can see these models. This is having a layer, dense layer 1, dense layer 2, dense layer 3. Output shape, what are the parameters involved, total number of parameters, trainable parameters, everything will be given here. And come here. After the creation of the model, we need to fit the model. Here I taken epochs is equal to 150, batch size is equal to 10. Whatever if you increase the epochs, then here you see 1 2 epoch 1 by 150, 2 by 150 epochs. How many epochs we have given? 150. So that's why it is keep on moving to the different epochs. After all the epochs are, I think, you can see epochs are completed. Because data is only a numerical and very less data, epochs will be executed very fast. Whereas if you consider image data or big data things, the training takes much time in a CPU. It requires GPU in that case. Here you see 150 by 150. That means 150 epochs I have completed. Model dot, that is fit. Model dot fit. Let us check in this way what is the accuracy for this model. The accuracy for this model is 80.47. 80.47. Once again, I am repeating. Load the data set. Sorry, first load the required packages. That is the first step. Please write down, everyone. Identify, that is the first step. Identify the data set required. Here the data set we have chosen is PIMA Indians diabetes data set, which is in a CSV format. What is the description of the data set? Means name of the data set. These are the things you need to mention in your EPICS project report. Name of the data set, PIMA Indians diabetes. Name of the data set is that. What is the dimension of the data set? Dimension of the data set is 768 rows. Columns are 9. These, where you have taken this data set? We have taken the data set from Kaggle. Kaggle is a standard benchmark data sets repository. From this, I have to consider the data set. After that, can you see the data set in the Jupyter notebook? Yes. By using that print row, we can see this is the entire data set. We can see. After that, split the data set into training and testing. As I told you, you can use train underscore test underscore split also. This is the splitting of the data set. After that, define the Keras model. Eighth one, define the Keras model in the sense this is nothing but a ANN, not only a Keras model. Here, this is the artificial neural networks model. Only 4 lines of code and 3 layers I have used. You can use any number of layers for your according to your requirement. If number of layers are increased, accuracy will be definitely increases. Next, this is defining the model. After that, compiling the model, model dot compile. Here, 3 functions you need to mention. What is the last function? What is the optimizer used? So the metrics required. These 3 are the parameters in model dot compile. And next, model dot summary. Just I am printing what is the input you have taken, what is in each level of the step, what is the input, what is the output. Like first, entire summary I want to print here. That is required. That is done by model dot summary. Next, fit the Keras model on a data set. That means X, Y. Epochs, you can consider more number of epochs to improve the accuracy. Here 150 epochs I have considered. And I have tested it. Model dot evaluate. That means to test the model, the function required is model dot evaluate. To run, to execute model dot fit, to see the entire model dot summary, to compile model dot compile, define the Keras model. This is a sequential model. 8th one. This is split into data set X and Y. This is import the data set CSV file. This is data set name. This is the packages. Once again, from top to the bottom, this entirely constitute a single project, like very simple project. Now Keras model is evaluated. We got 80% accuracy. Now come to the last. This is here A1 I have considered. In the A1 I have considered 6.0, 148.0, 72, 35, 0.0, 33, 0.627, 50. Those are all represents 8 attribute values. 9th one we need to predict from the ANN model. So 9th one is having the diabetes or not. So 8 inputs I need to give to the model. In the rating of the model definition also, one can observe here. Yes, yeah. Input dimension is equal to, here you see, this is very important. Input dimensions is equal to I have taken 8 here. You see the thing, input dimension is equal to 8, in the sense 8 parameters need to be trained to the model. Ninth one, the model has to estimate whether the patient is having diabetes or not. The model has to estimate. So eight data values are useful in training. So that's why dimension is equal to 8 occurred. So here also in the prediction, in the last case, in the prediction, in the prediction I have taken here A1. There are different parameters like this. Suppose these are the different parameters, 8 parameters I given. That means in the second step, I changed it to an array. Just I am printing the array and printing the shape also. After that, predict model dot predict of A2 is equal to answer. That answer I have printed. Just I would like to run again here. Just 85%. If these values are given as an input, 85% chance is there to having that patient having a diabetes. That is the prediction we have done by using a artificial neural network model designed in this case. This eighth point is the artificial neural network model. Now you can observe entire architecture. What is the input? What is the output? What is the process? What are the processing steps? Entire thing you can observe. Before that, we need to download the download the data set, and the data set. The data set is in the format of CSV, as we discussed. PIMA-Indians and diabetes.csv. That you need to download and place in a same folder where you are writing the code for ANN. Suppose if one can change the domain, they need to identify a respective data set, and they need to identify sources required, sources of respective data set, and download, change in the place of PIMA_Indians diabetes.csv, change his respective data set and train the same model or increase the number of layers here. And increase the model and change here. This eighth one you can see, this is very important for our case, which represents the ANN model. Here I have considered for a simplicity to understand very easily. I considered only 3 layers. You can consider more number of layers also to improve the model, and we can consider different optimizers, different loss functions, different metric values in the sense, as we discussed in the first unit, overall accuracy, average accuracy, kappa coefficient values, and confusion matrix. All those things also can be printed here, but for a simplicity, I'm showing a complete project in a single file. You can do in such a way a data science project. Here you can see um, yeah, here you can see the number of inputs, then the size of the data set, 768 into 9. That is the database table size. If in the class we discussed, we have considered the digit recognition data set, that is 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 up to 9. For that, each and every image having the same size, that size is to be taken as a input um, for the mode ANN model, in that case, as we discussed in the class, right? So now students, you can take you can take this as a very basic code. You can look for a data sets required in a Kaggle or any other resources. You can change the data set here. You can change the data set here. Data set is equal to load txt. In that line, you can change the data set. and before that you download the data set and place in the same folder and see how it will works. And you do one more thing here, instead of splitting randomly, you do train underscore test underscore split, which splits the data set into two parts, 80% and 20%, 80-20. As we discussed in the class, train underscore test underscore split, what is the job of that? You do, you change it, change in this place. I will share this file to everyone later. After that, you change the ANN model also. Here activation function, I explained you about sigmoid only in the class as per our syllabus is concerned. But ReLU is the recent sigmoid function, so recent activation function, which is the cutting edge technology used by all the people in the recent days. So you can change the ReLU activation function, and you can change the layers also. Model dot add, you can change the layer. You can add the layers, not to decrease every time. If you increase only, then that will be a good for us. Later you compile the model, this one. You compile the model. Here also you can change what is the last function, what is the optimizer you are using, what are the matrices required. Here you describe the model dot summary. Here fit, how many epochs. Here you can do some statistics. Suppose if you have 150 epochs and batch size is fixed, 150 epochs, what is the accuracy you got? Suppose 200 epochs, what is the accuracy you got? You draw a diagram for that. That is the analysis of the results. Every time I am mentioning in writing the reports, project reports, what is the analysis of your results? That means if you increase the number of epochs, what is happening? If you decreasing the number of epochs, what is happening in terms of accuracy? That you can draw one graph that shows you performance of your project. Next, we have evaluated the model and accuracy. We verified with some in terms of percentages. We got 80%. If you run for one time, you will get some 80.47. If you run for one more time, you can get some more. There is a small change in the accuracy. After that, we have predicted. That means we have taken some random 8 observations. Those are all the qualities of a person, whether male or female. Qualities that represents their behavior. Like here, here you can see these are the attribute values. Glucose, blood pressure, skin thickness, insulin. These are the attribute values we have considered and given as here 6, 148, 72, 35, 0.2, 33, 0.627, 50, etc., etc. These are the 8 input values. And guess the last column. That is one more time I am insisting you. Guess, you need to guess the last column here. That's why model also take, I am mentioning once again, input dimension is equal to 8, because we have 8 attributes to be trained, not ninth one. Ninth one is to be guessed, 0 or 1. I think we have done so many numerical problems also. In the similar way, we have done the numerical examples, like what is the forecasting of the rain. What is there are different environmental conditions. Under those environmental conditions, suppose some X can able to play a tennis or not. That we have done. The same way, in these situations of medical conditions, whether the person having the diabetes or not, that also we need to identify. So for tomorrow, I'm asking you to do the model and upload in a Moodle everyone, that you change the data set. For your packages required, if you can download the packages. I think you don't require more number of packages for the simple ANN model. Here you change the data set in a 37. In 37, line 37, you change the data set. Go to the Kaggle or any other sources. And you change the model also. In 8, you change the model page, everyone. And in 39 also you change some loss function or optimizers. In 41 also you change the number of epochs. If number of epochs will be every time more, it will be good. Change the number of epochs. In 44 also there is nothing to change. Here you guess the thing. What is the prediction? And you can do one thing. We have done a play tennis model. Numerically, we have done using KNN. You do with ANN here. What is happening? Let us check this classifier, how it will predict. Let us check that. Then you can understand what is the robustness of your model. And one more time, I'm insisting you, this is the ANN model where we have done with 3 layers: input layer, processing layer, hidden layers, and output layers. I have taken only 3 layers. In the meanwhile, you can consider more number of layers. And parallelly, you do the EPICS report, very wonderful report. Take the inputs from your respective guides, call to everyone, and take the inputs from them, and prepare a good EPICS report. That report should, in that report, the architecture diagram should be drawn very carefully, and what is the domain of your problem, and what is the input required, what are the inputs you have taken, from which source you have taken, and what are the project findings. That means what you have done, what are the algorithms you have mentioned, what are the algorithms you have used, what are the software you have used, and how it will be useful to the society, and how it can be extended. What are your conclusions, what are your research, what are your observations, what are your analysis. In the sense, I told you here, and improve the epochs. If you epochs, you start from 80 epochs, what is the accuracy you mentioned? 90 epochs, mention the accuracy. 100 epochs, mention the accuracy. Likewise, you draw one single graph to show the analysis of your project. These are all the things important for you to complete your report. And what are the outputs? What is the confusion matrix for your project model? All those things you need to mention. You need to mention all those things. What are the outputs? What are the analysis of the outputs? What are the research observations? And what is your conclusion? From this data, from this single simple project, this entire you can consider like a simple project, because data set is very simple here. So that's why we got very quick answers. And I have simplified the steps, so you can do for your consent project, and make a good report, right? So okay, for tomorrow, everyone must do respect to change this model according to your domain, and upload your results. All right. And I have given a link for the home assignments also. Those who are not submitted not submitted hard copies, you can submit soft copies by taking screenshots and submit as a single file in the link I given in the model, right? Okay. With this I will conclude. Any doubts you can ask. You can ask in. We have 5 more minutes time. You can chat or you can ask.